We have here two of our most iconic female athletes, MC Mary Kom and Anju Bobby George, along with Sanjeev Navangul, who heads Bharat Serum and Vaccines, and Dr. Rohit Gudgutia, who is a top fertility and IVF specialist of this city. So, welcome to all my panelists. What we don't really talk about are the struggles. We see the medals. We see the medals that a Mary Kom gets the country. We see the medals that Anju Bobby George has won for the country. We see them in their success, but oftentimes we do not see the struggles that women go through, because in our society it has been taught that women should internalize those struggles. You know, we celebrate women as a goddess, but we do not actually see the struggles of women. Now, I would like to start with Mary. Mary, you are mother. You are a mother, and when you first, when we first got to know about Mary Kom, we got to know about this boxer who was also a mother, and that was something new. Now, Mary, tell us that. You went on to win a world championship within 1 year of delivering your twins. वो कैसा था? Because I know, I am myself a mother, I know what kind of struggles motherhood involves, and you had twins. वो कैसा था? Because we know we don't talk about these issues. You have to breastfeed your children. Your children are, they are keeping you awake at night. What was it like?
First of all, thank you so much for having me today, my brother especially. Of course, as a mother, I have a struggle multiple times, not a single and double, multiple. Because as a mother, even looking after one child, one kid also, it's so hard, so difficult. Think about two twins. One is running here, one is running here. When they are about to, crawling or running, playing, like when they are just lying down and having milk, that feeding, that time is not that much hard. Yes, I twice, thrice, many times, how many times I woke up at night. So that is very, very hard. If I share that story, it will take long. Actually, I don't take much time also. It's very hard, difficult. At the same time, what I was thinking, what I was thinking, my career, upcoming, that it's not end. After having, why should I cannot, go ahead, or, just I'm doing my, I'm pushing myself. I can go ahead, I can do whatever whatever I want to achieve in life. After the motherhood also, why should I will not? This is the way, and that hunger inside which I have. I don't know other women or other girls have that hunger or not. That hungerness which I have is really, it's difficult to explain also, difficult to express also. Its hunger is not ending at all, now also. So I wish all the women should have that hunger. Till then, no one can beat you, no one can defeat you. This is
Mary, that hunger which you have talked about, women like us, women who, see you as an icon, we take from that hunger. That hunger which
That's
you are
so
talking.
sweet. It's so
yes,
nice.
yes,
Thank you.
all of us, we take from that hunger, and I'm sure, I think children imbibe the mother's energy, and I'm sure your children will imbibe that hunger from you, and that's the greatest success for a mother.
And I wish and pray that if they have even all the kids, all the children, if they should have that, I will really happy. And our country must be growing and growing, in the future.
Mary, thank you very much. We will definitely come back to you. But today we are not only talking about the medals that women win. We are not only talking about the high salaries that women corporates get. We are talking about issues that women don't talk about. So we will come back to Mary and the others. But first, I would like to go to Anju. Anju, you opened up quite later in your career about your health condition. When Anju won her, many of us know that, when Anju won her iconic medal in the first woman to do so in 2003, 20 days before that, she was told she should rest for 6 months because she was detected with a congenital kidney condition, the renal agenesis, it's called. We have a doctor here. He will talk more about such issues. And Anju went on to fight and prove that we women can do it. Anju, tell us more about it.
During my early career, I was not knowing that I am living with such a condition. I had a lot of issues while doing bloating, and my recovery was very slow, sometimes swelling on my joints, but I was not knowing what is the condition I am facing. But when I started my international career, and when I went for the Grand Prix competitions, it was a hectic schedule, going for competition, coming back again, and it was top level competition, the Diamond Leagues and all. I was winning, I was losing, but at the last competition, I was not able to, though I was in that level, I was not able to perform. And I gained more weight. So I was in Germany and I went to a doctor, and he asked me to scan because your body condition is showing something bad. So he was just scanning here, and I was, what doctor, what wrong with you? Why you're scanning here again and again? He said, something is missing here. I said, what missing here? No, I'm not able to see one of your kidney. He said, what? Yeah, it's not here. Maybe it's hiding somewhere back. I said, yeah, doctor, it's maybe hiding somewhere back. And he said, no, there is only one kidney. That's why we are struggling with that, all these issues. And then he said, see, you are facing fatigue, and don't think about your sport for 6 months. It was just 20 days before my world championships. Go back to your country, take rest, he said. Then I turned around and I was looking for Bobby, and Bobby, what is this? See, he's telling me, go back and take rest. It's only 20 days. And when I came out from the doctor's room, he said, see, you were doing 7 meters in jumps in training. You were all set for the world championships, and we are here. So how can we go back? We do one thing. We are going to Paris as a tourist. You roam around, and we are not thinking about competition. We are just as a tourist, we are going there. So I went there, and after a week, so he told me, okay, there's a park nearby. He told me, we can go for a jog there. I said, okay, we will go. And slowly, actually, day by day, I was getting better with his treatment. I don't know what, mental and physical, this thing. I was getting better and better. And the last day, that was the final day for my final preparation. And the jump, I was jumping same as previous jumps. And he said, see, look, you are all well for competition. Go and jump there. So that mental actually preparation, what I got from him, actually supported me till that podium. And as she said, the motherhood again. So my pregnancy was the toughest. So 9 months I was on a bed, so bed rest, and I was gaining weight up to 105 kg, and they gave a lot of injection for some precautions, and that steroids actually, I was gaining weight because of that. And I tried after the pregnancy for 2012 World Olympics, and it was an utter failure. I was not able to move, I was not able to, because my body weight was so high, and that I was not able to reduce that in a minimum period. And my joints was actually aching, and it was a rigid knee. I don't know how much I struggled, and I got a injury also on my shoulders. So hats off to her. After
Of course, of course.
No, I know the struggle. I know the struggle. So I always tell, after delivery, whole are doing sports. It's big challenge for them.
Motherhood challenge which I face, which Anju face, it's different. But if we are strong enough, okay, and not only me, all the mother, all the women, if they are mentally strong, willpower strong, no one can beat you. This is believe it. I believe myself. And you motivate yourself when you are go down, when you are go up. It's how to deal, how to manage. You have to know it. Even I already have 4 kids. Instead of I am doing so many things. I have to wake up in the morning. I have to prepare food. I should get ready for my kids for school and drop them. Sometimes my driver is not well. I have to go and pick them. This is all mother, Only mother can do. I don't think father can do or not. This is all they fit them. Again, let me tell you that whole day you have to, unless the kids are not sleeping, the children are not sleeping, you have to wake up, alert all the time. And my case is I'm doing my training in between. Whenever I am free, no, I don't want to miss my workout time. So this is my medicine. If I'm not taking my medicine, then I cannot able to handle. It means I mean to say is I have to fit enough. That's why. Thank you.
Multitasking, anyone? You have your masterclass here. Okay. Now, let me quickly come to Dr. Rohit. Dr. Rohit, I'm sure the issues that Anju was mentioning, you encountered them all the time. Now, what I want to ask you is, now you talk to patients all the time, and these are also things that impact a person's mind. And what you were saying is how your husband, he smoothed it out for you, said, you can do it, and then you can do it. That's very important, the mental conditioning. So I want to ask Dr. Rohit that when you encounter, first of all, how common is it? We are talking here about, we're going to talk about period pain. We are going to, Mary, for instance, I've seen an interview where she has said, "Mera har world championship se pehle mera period aa jata hai." Now we will talk about these issues, period pain. We women don't, if we lose a child, if we have a miscarriage, we don't get leave from office. That's not recognized. Doctor, please talk to us about the value of open conversation here, and also, what advice you would give to women, when they encounter these issues, what advice you would give to them to be mentally, at an equilibrium so that they can deal with it physically.
Let me start by saying that this is such a fanboy moment for me. We belong to Calcutta, and Calcutta is always sports loving. And to have such 2 lovely ladies on the stage along with us is such a big thing for us. The topic that you've raised, the whole essence of womanhood, the whole process, the whole reproductive system of the woman is so complex, it's so finely tuned that anything that goes wrong, it affects you mentally and physically. And what you mentioned about the periods, about polycystic ovarian syndrome, the endometriosis, not being able to conceive, struggles, miscarriages. We should start by talking about them openly, right at the school level, so that at least there's an open conversation. People recognize that there could be suffering. Suffering, I use the word in a very broad sense. Suffering from these conditions, they should go and consult a doctor and then learn from the doctor how to manage it. Once you're aware of the condition and you're aware of the consequences of that condition, you can do a lot to prevent it. And then there are, of course, some medications which are available which can actually help you. So I think that it's a good start that we're making here, trying to talk about these topics.
So again, doctors are the first people who did start telling us that you talk openly about it, because in our society we've been taught not to talk about periods. And there are still many girls out there in many parts of the country who think it's not okay to talk about your periods. It's not okay to talk about mood swings. It's not okay to talk about a lot of other issues that you're having. Now let me come to Sanjeev. Sanjeev, you at BSV, you have been very invested in creating this health ecosystem for women. You have had a great investment in women's health, mental health. So tell us a little bit about your endeavors. You know, we have done several conclaves with BSB, and I have personally benefited a lot from talking to the doctors, the athletes about their issues. So you tell us about how you, as in the health ecosystem, how have you dealt with it?
Yeah, good morning everyone. And first of all, privileged to be with Anju and Mary here on stage. And let me start with one statistic which has hit me, and therefore it means so much more for us. Yeah, at the Asian Games, India won 107 medals. Rajaram will be aware of this. 54 were won by women and 53 by men. So I don't know whether how many people realize that women contributed more at Asian Games than men in terms of medals also. Yeah, so to come back to what you ask, first of all, I think we are not, as corporates, doing any favor to ensure that women and women's health is taken care of. At corporate level, we look at India's economy, how India should go forward. And when we look at some of those things, one of the biggest numbers that affect economy is women in workforce. India's ratio is 37%. It's a stark statistic. 37% is women in workforce in India. Good economies have that number around 70. So we are so far behind that if India's GDP has to do well, it is important for women to be in workforce. And similarly in sports, in every field, women have to first of all participate. And for that, we being the leading women's health company in India, in Asia, it's our responsibility to work towards it. And therefore, when we do facilities such as 6 months of leave during maternity, or we do flexi time for women in the workforce, or we do even menstrual cycle policy, we are not doing anybody a favor. I think that's important. And as society, we must understand that corporates only are reflecting what society should do. We have to ensure that we take care of this participation of women in society in every sphere of life very, very seriously. Corporates have learned it over the years now. And corporates have learned that women's health is important, and therefore we work a lot. For example, even working on fertility. One of the reasons that we are in that business and world over is that understand that it is woman's right to be a parent. It is a man and woman's right to be a parent. We cannot choose time, but they can choose time. They should be able to choose their own time of having children. Why should they be constrained by anything? If they have to participate in Olympics or they have to participate in any other sport, let them decide their own time. It's okay, it's normal, it's just part of life. Why are we making too much out of it? And our job is to support it. Our job is to create an environment to ensure that women get whatever they want as support, and they decide on their own what they want to do. Our job is not to decide on them or patronize on anything. Our job is to ensure that we help them. So we take this very seriously. We, as a company, demonstrate it in many ways. Even in sport, Abhinav has left, but I do a lot of work with Abhinav on women in sports. We fund a lot of women athletes to take care of whatever their careers are. So it's very important, and I will request even Adil that, federations should look at corporates as friends and look at them not only from the sponsorship point of view, but the experience we have in dealing with women workforce. How we can help you grant policies, make policies which athletes feel more secure and more beneficial. We are more than happy to support all these activities, because it's important that as corporates we take our responsibility seriously. We are part of society, and therefore our responsibility is no less than anybody else. And also, nothing that we can do is going to be enough for the next several decades to make women successful in India.